The Republican National Convention is a flop. It's a debacle. It's a disaster. I don't even know why I'm going to Cleveland. This is certainly the impression that I'm getting from reading all the media coverage about how Donald Trump is going to preside over a 4-day mess in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. The media have their narrative set. Now, got to say right up front, this is a very bizarre and unusual situation for a national convention. All the ones I've covered for decades have basically been choreographed coronations. That's not the situation here. For one thing, a lot of important people are not coming to the GOP convention. The former Republican presidents, most of the former GOP nominees, several of the people that Trump ran against, as well as various assorted office holders and members of Congress who are worried about their own elections. Also, as I'm speaking now, Trump hasn't even released a list of convention speakers, so it's going to be a little bit of rock and roll, and I'm not talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But keep in mind, Trump ran against the Republican Party. He ran against the Republican establishment. He was very rough on some of his rivals. He took on Reince Priebus and the GOP hierarchy, and he has broken with Republican Party orthodoxy on many major issues. So, of course, they're not thrilled about this convention. Of course, they're not embracing him. It's not going to be a love fest. How much does that matter? I saw this big headline in Politico, GOP operatives dread Trump convention. And it's easy to find people like, oh, I'm not going to that thing. I don't want to be anywhere near that guy. But now the question is, you don't have this convention to please the insiders. Yeah, it's nice if you can get party unity and all that. Trump was never going to be heading a completely unified party. But how will it come across to the television audience at home? That's the only thing that matters. Well, Trump gives a great speech, and whoever he picks for VP gives a pretty good speech. That's 50% of it right there. Depends on how entertaining it is, but also, as the hours and hours and hours go by, the broadcast networks only carry about 1 hour a night now. What the assorted pundits say on the cable news channels will have a lot to do with it. But people can watch for themselves. They don't have to listen to us. They don't have to listen to party operatives. They don't have to listen to big shot Republicans who weren't ever crazy about Donald Trump in the first place. So I think the media need to be awfully careful here about being so invested in the narrative that this is a disastrous convention for Trump that somehow becomes the reality. Because the American public is going to watch this thing, probably with pretty good ratings, and will get to make up their own minds.